Folks, welcome back to another Civ 6 video, and in this video I'll be sharing a pretty fun and relatively spoiler-free map seed for the PC version of Civ 6. Like and subscribe for more map seed content. This map is really great if you are an early game domination type player and you want to have lots of nearby civs to pick a fight with. You have to be a super tough guy domination player to start in this spot because not only do you not have any fresh water, you don't have any water period. So you will not get any housing bonus at all in this starting spot. And you're not going to be able to wander around and look for one either because another civ is going to spawn nearly right on top of your settler, and it's typically the Mongols. So you're not really going to have time to wander around here on this spot, but there is some benefits to this starting spot. So real quick before we go into the advantages of this spot, now that I've sold you on how shitty this spot is, here are the map details if you want to try out this map. Alright, so let's get into the pros of this starting spot. So your manly man army, they won't need water or housing because they have sugar. What else do they need? So you'll start on that sugar, it'll give you one amenity and some extra food on your capital tile, which will offset the housing for the first few population, but then that penalty is sort of going to overcome that. So it'll give you a little bit of a jump start to offset the no fresh water, or no any water, really. Because you spawn within visible range of Mount Everest, you'll have a chance to get the Hermetic Order Secret Society, which will give you a governor title, so that's a big plus. And then since you have Genghis Khan sitting there right on top of you, or whoever you might have, I found most of the time it's Genghis Khan, that you will get the writing boost, and it's also split right between two continents, so you'll get the foreign trade boost as well. So lots of boosts there to start out. And you're going to want all the help you can get your hands on because Genghis Khan is going to build up military pretty fast there. And then you are also going to have another neighbor to the north and another one to the west. Tried this map out with a number of leaders, and this does appear to be the most common start bias if you use the map and game seed settings that were shown earlier in the video. Pedro, Mavemba, Philip II, Pakahudi, and Pericles all started on this spot. Alright, so if you can't hack it at the no fresh water spot there, I did find one leader that actually starts where Genghis Khan starts on the earlier footage here. And it wasn't Genghis Khan, I didn't actually try him, but it was sneaky Menelik there, and it actually is a much better spot. You get sheep, you get fresh water, you get lots of rivers and jungles and that sort of stuff, stone, and you can settle right on a geothermal fissure. It is quite a good spot in comparison to the one that the majority of the leaders get. Now the second most common starting spot I found on this map here is shown with Poundmaker, and this starting spot was given to Poundmaker, Kishin Kwan, Robert the Bruce, and Montezuma when I played, and you can see that this is sort of in the middle. You'll end up having some close civilizations, but not right on top of you like the first starting spot we shown. You won't get to settle in place on this spot unless you want to take that really shitty floodplain spot that you spawn on there. It does have some tea next to it as well as some rice, but you'd probably want to take a couple of moves up along the river northeast there. But you can see you've got some amenities around there. It's not a bad spot, but it's not really a great spot. It's got pretty crap yields for being floodplains. A lot of rivers, though, if you want those for some reason. This particular spawn spot here only appeared one time, and that was when playing Peter, and it's a pretty shit-tastic spot, in my opinion. You have to walk a couple of spaces just to get fresh water, and the tiles around it aren't particularly great. There's some barbarian activity near here, and there is at least two nearby civs, only really one that's near enough to be aggressive early with. But got a little buffer there and some room to grow. The tundra tiles are obviously okay for Peter, but they don't really have any spectacular yields, even with his improved tiles. So nothing really great to say about the spot. There's some decent mountainous areas, and it's fairly easy to protect and expand down there, but you're not going to get a large chunk of land that's really very good. You'll just get a lot of land, I guess. But I guess it's Russia. Hey. Then there was one last spot that only showed up one time, and it is this spot here shown with Saladin, and it's pretty shit-tastic in my opinion. As you see, there is no freshwater source that has a Plains Hills by it in the nearby vicinity. The one Plains Hills tile there doesn't have any water source, and really all you've got is you've got some wheat and not really great tiles around it. So it's pretty shit-tastic in my opinion. Probably even worse than Peter's spot after you take into account Peter's bonuses. So yeah, this is a shit spot. So by far the best spot, I think, if you want to try this map out, is Menelik's spot. It's a great starting spot with a lot of resources, and yeah, get started on Geothermal Fissure. It's a kick-ass spot. But if you want a challenge, try one of the other spots. Anyway, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.